Bryce Spivey writes, "Hey AMC, unbelievable work you guys do. All my movie news is from AMC and can't get enough. I was wondering how come certain movie stars hit big for a little while and all of a sudden they die down and you hardly hear from them at all. For example, Josh Hartnett, Hilary Swank, or Cuba Gooding Jr. These actors were on fire. What happened?"
That's a great question. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get examples where one of the most interesting things to me, Hilary Swank, she didn't just pop up and suddenly just disappear. She was around for a bit. Right. She has multiple Academy Award nominations. Josh Hartnett, I'm going to say I think people caught on that he was not as talented as maybe people first thought he was, and I think that kind of became apparent. But Cuba Gooding Jr. to me is really the most interesting one because I think he is as talented as he first looked like he was. But for whatever reason, the great roles just didn't come his way. He had a couple of great roles, and he scored with them, and then what was that one? Something about the dogs, and then he
Snow
did
Dogs.
Snow Dogs, and then he did that one with Roger Moore, Boat Trip. He made some horrible, horrible decisions with his career, whether it's him or his agent's fault or whatever, makes him just terrible. So I think with each one of these three, and there are dozens we could talk about, but it's very interesting because for each one of these three, I kind of think the reasons would be different. So I don't know that there's any one covering principle that says why some actors hit it big for a short window and then disappear. One of the big ones to me, though, that I've always wondered about is Julia Ormond. Because back in the 90s, there was a period of window where she was the new Julia Roberts. She was the it girl. Legend of the Fall, First Night, the one she did with Harrison Ford and Greg Kinnear. Sabrina, which I love. One of the rare instances where the remake I thought was actually even better than the original. Like, she could do no wrong. She was just the darling. And then disappeared. Gone. Didn't fade out, just gone, just disappeared. That was one of the really weird ones. Christian, what about you?
I think that in the case of Julia Ormond, and I don't know this for a fact, sometimes what happens to actors is they decide that they want to go off and, like, let's say Phoebe Cates, right? Phoebe Cates went off, had a family. Sometimes they leave the business, and that is the key word here. It's a business, and just like any other business, it's about the choices that you make. Cuba Gooding Jr. and sometimes these actors will go, well, they'll hit something big if you go with the Oscar he won, and then they go, now I get paid. Be careful what the devil offers you, you know, because sometimes you go after the boat trips and think that's going to be the comedy. They all love me now. They love me, and your head gets a little big, and then they don't love you because that movie stinks. And then Hilary Swank is another one. She did like The Reaping and some other things, and she lucked back into $1 Million Baby, and then she did like the Gerard Butler romantic comedies, and she's not a romantic comedy star. So there's choices that you make. And Josh Hartnett, yes, not the best actor, but could deliver sometimes a Black Hawk Down. But again, choices that he made. He did a horrible movie with Harrison Ford.
That cop movie, horrible.
So it really is about choices, and it's also about expanding. Look at someone like Mark Wahlberg. Why has he been in the spotlight so long? Because he produces, he gets his hands in other things, and he's able then to throw himself. He's got a marketable name. He is a brand. So it's a business, man.
Yeah, it's also overexposure. Like sometimes, like someone like Cuba Gooding Jr., he's been in the business, he's been playing supporting characters, and then he gets that Oscar. Then he's in like 8 films, and people are like, and he picked the wrong films to be in. Now he's the master of Hulu Plus. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like the bottom of the barrel. Like, if 5 movies get shot in Bulgaria, he's in them. It's like that happens to actors because they overproduce. They're like, you know, it's been such a long dry spell that when they hit it big, they want to get those movie roles in, so they book 10 movies a year. And then they get this overexposure where I remember it happened with me and Jim Carrey. Like me and Jim Carrey were pals. Just seeing him on billboards everywhere. I think it was Irene, whatever that one was.
Me, myself,
for some reason, I hit that super saturation point where I was like, I don't want to see him anymore. And it didn't even matter if the movie was good. It was just like because he was in so much stuff, you just get oversaturated. So a lot of actors will take a break. On purpose, like, look, I just was in 5 movies. I'm going to drop off for like 3 years and pop back on in an explosive, awesome role. Or I'll wait till the right role hits me. It's like a Salieri wins the Oscar, then he's in like 18 movies, and what happened to his career? So it's like a lot of these, it's you know, roll of the die too. Like a lot of actors are like, I'm just a tool. Use me. I'll be in whatever film. A lot of people just have their own. The actors have their own way of doing things. Josh Hartnett took a break willingly. Decided like, I'm not going to do movies. I'm going to drop out, and for 7.5 years, I'm going to live with and hang out with just my friends. Yeah. So that's what I read recently.
Now he's on TV, yeah.
That's what I mean. He's like, I'm going to come back. But he made a conscious decision, whether the roles he was taking were good or bad. He was like, look, I just want out. Yeah. I'm just going to chill and do what I want for like as many years as I want to, and then eventually I'll come back because I know I have open doors because I am a good actor. I believe in myself, and other people believe in me. So it really depends. Like, that's a really good 3 different kinds of people, kinds of roles that all their careers have taken, and the ups and downs. It's definitely like a great choice to look at how this plays out. But it definitely, it's a really weird game. This entire thing. Making movies.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.